What's up, guys? Welcome everybody to another chapter of Do More Life this morning. Good morning, Mike. Good to see you over there, bud. Thanks for dropping by. I very much appreciate it. I've got some good news for those of you that want to teach in Thailand. Apparently, yesterday when I was reading through the what's the word the guidelines that Thailand was trying to find, or that Thailand was trying to implement for people to come back from traveling. I missed one, and that was the teachers, the foreign teachers that were in there, as far as people that could potentially travel back. And you would have to be qualified, and you would have to probably have a job with the school lined up, which is not that hard to do over line. Wrong my hat. It's probably not that hard to do online or whatever. Hello, Mr. Ernest T. How are you? Hey, Robert. Good to see you this morning. Appreciate it. But this is a very important subject because a lot of people think that you can't come back to Thailand right now if you want to teach. I assure you, if you go to like JobsDB or Adjourn or any other major teaching website over here in Thailand, they are packed full of teaching jobs. So I'm telling you to apply now. Now is the best time to apply. Even if you don't get to come in until September, it's still a good time to apply. Schools start July the 1st, and I think yes, definitely fellow North Carolinian. I think they are going to be hiring for July the 1st, is what I've been told by some people. Some of this information I'm giving you is anecdotal, so don't take it at life's value or anything. But some of it I have read, and the fact of the matter is, when the stuff happened, and you either got stuck here or the school you were working at closed down, they couldn't pay you, or they paid you roughly a small percentage, and most people simply repatriated. They went back to their home or native countries, and that left a lot of empty spots for teachers. Now that we know we have so many empty spots for teachers in Thailand, there is a great demand for teachers in Thailand. And because of the demand, you could probably get, if you're qualified enough, you can probably get a decent salary. Most teaching salaries start between 25 and 35,000 baht. So you're looking between like 800 and 1100 USD. But remember, the dollar goes a long way over here. Jeff says, any need for college professors? Yes, sir. I actually looked at an ad yesterday. I don't remember which college it was, but they were looking for professors in English-speaking professors in math, science, English, of course, Chinese, and Japanese. I don't remember which college that was that happened to scroll by, but you can look this stuff up on Facebook. Also, Mad Game Room, what's up? Currently applying for my work permit at the moment. However, they are reviewing my contract, as my marriage visa is multiple entry visa, and a border run is impossible, especially after July 31st. Yeah. So right now you can't do the border routes, but if you're in another country and you want to come over and teach, you have a chance to do that if you smash the like button on this channel. Then you have a chance. That was a real bad intro segue. That was terrible. Anyway, what I want you guys to know is there is plenty to be excited about in terms of coming back to Thailand, one of which is teaching. A lot of you guys ask me about teaching jobs, how much it pays. If you have a master's degree or you have a bachelor's degree in education, you automatically should make more money than those around you. I mean, that should just be like an automatic duh. What's up, Travel TV? Oh, I speak Japanese. If you do speak Japanese, they're hiring, man. What's up, Cody? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it very much. This is more of a, I want to enlighten you. I had a video planned this morning, but I saw an integrity legal video that that read the same article that I read yesterday to you guys, and he kind of contrasted and compared the wording. So the basic sentiment, if you didn't watch yesterday's live stream, the basic sentiment was there's going to be like 22, I think, guidelines in place for the nightlife venues to start opening up, and bars and pubs and that kind of thing. And they didn't want just any tourist over here. They want just wealthy because they want to practice social distancing and that kind of thing. Well, Integrity Legal and a few other people seems to agree that came from one Thai official at the moment, and he seems to he pointed to the GDP and how much tourism is, how much of the GDP is tourism in Thailand, and that includes to a certain extent teachers that come over because we spend money here that we make. So we would be an investment in the teaching or in the financial apparatus for sure. And he said it probably wouldn't be as bad as it sounded. This was because they've been so careful with everything else, not to get too worried. Good morning, Stuck. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming by as always. Thank you. Tommy White, what's up, man? Dan in the Tropics says teaching English in Thailand is one of my future plans when I'm around 35. Waiting to build up my investments in the U.S. to have a safety net. Good for you, man. I wish I had that many brains or I wish I used that kind of logic before I was 35. Travel TV says, what time of year is it best to apply for a teaching job in Thailand? Like what months? So I would apply in March and October. Those would be the best, March and September. I'm sorry, because those would be the best 2 months to apply. The semester start the month after. So that's what I would be looking for and would apply at that time. Cody says bars won't bother me with a 6-foot rule. I'm taller lying down, standing up. I hear you, Cody. What's up, Gordon? Good to see you. Drift in says hi. Very nice to see you. Cody says sorry I couldn't help. It's all good, man. Mr. Chu says, what does it pay to teach having a master's? Also, what are the hours per week? Thanks. Typically, your master's degree is going to pay a little bit more. You might start off around 50 to 65,000. If you get a job in an international school, you can make upwards of 75 to 90 starting out. Hey, Roger, good to see you, bud. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. And what was the other part of your question? Hours per week are normally 40 to 45, just depending. Like I work 45. Dan in the Tropics says, do you recommend doing a TEFL? Yes. Of course, like TEFL, which guarantees a job on completion. Doing a cheaper course, it doesn't guarantee a job. Oh, you can get, as long as you have a TEFL, it doesn't matter. I mean, as long as it's accredited and you have a TEFL, you're good to go. You need a TEFL and a bachelor's degree. Those are the two things that you need, and you should be good to go. The TEFL that guarantees you a job doesn't guarantee you a job in Thailand. They may guarantee you a job at a language center where you work, 14 hours a week or something. Mr. Hughes says, what is the hiring process like? Long testing, etc. So basically, what would have to happen in this scenario, unless immigration changes something, which they very well could, but unless they change something, you would apply for a 90-day non-B visa and the school that was going to hire you. So you would have to call obviously send your CV to the school. They would agree to hire you. They would send you the paperwork, and you would go to the nearest Thai consulate or what's the other one? Thai embassy, and deliver the paperwork to them and tell them you want a non-B 90-day visa, and they would get you a 90-day non-B visa. You would then fly into Thailand on that non-B visa, and I don't know if you would have to undergo the Q word. I'm not sure, but what I do know is that the school or agency, if you get an agency to help you, many people get agencies to help hire them, which is fantastic. But you just have to be careful on the agency that you get. So you would have to get the non-B visa outside your country, fly in, show the immigration officer your non-B visa. They determine whether or not you can come in the country. It shouldn't be a problem if you already have a non-B from a school. And then you would go to that school. That school would apply for a work permit for you, and then you could start working. The process, the whole thing takes about 6 weeks, something like that, 6 to 8 weeks, depending on how fast you move. So I hope that answers your question. Do you need a TEFL with a master's? No, I don't think so. Not unless the school would specifically require a TEFL. It depends on what your master's is in. Travel TV says the drug test asking for, and some schools do. Some don't. Some do. Some don't. I don't know. That's all I can tell you. I think less don't than do, but I really don't know. I've never had a drug test at a school. You have to get a health certificate, which they would before you come to school. You get blood drawn and a physical, and that blood draw is usually for syphilis. Make sure you don't have that. So that's pretty cool. Cody says, though my research, through my research, I've noticed international schools pay 10 to 15K baht more a month, and some even offer insurance budgets of living expenses. These seem to be top-rated schools, yes, and they're also very hard to get into. And once you get there, you got to work your butt off and require experience. Yeah, but you're right, Cody, 100% right. But there's a lot of little nuances in there that would be attached to that. So yeah, those jobs do certainly exist, but you got to be ready for them. Dan says, I'm also starting an online Thai language course next month. Hope to be conversation in 7 or so years. Do they prefer foreign teachers that don't speak any Thai, or does it even matter? In my case, it hasn't mattered. My school offers, both schools I worked at since I've been here offered insurance, and they didn't want you to speak Thai to the kids. They wanted you to speak English. So I don't know. Hey, our experience. What's up, bud? It says clap along if you know happiness is the truth, because I'm happy. Yeah, truth is happiness. That's great, man. Shuriab says, thank you. Great info. No problem, man. That's what I'm here for. Gregory says, good morning to you, sir. Or good evening, I should say. I think my accent will throw the students off, and they'll start eating bagels and listening to real hip hop. If you're from Brooklyn, that may be a little bit of a problem. Our experience says, so bars can reopen in July with 22 rules in place, including the girls wear a face mask and face shield. Yeah, so the employees have to wear face mask and all that stuff. But I think you're going to see some laxing on that. I was talking about based on a video I watched. Hello, HNTLV. Good to see you, bro. Based on the video I watched this morning from a lawyer, I think that's going to be much less of a long-term problem than what it appears to be now. I don't think it'll last very long. It could, don't get me wrong, but I I don't think it will. Do they have sports at the schools? Can I be a coach like on the side? You can. You can teach health and physical education, and then you can coach football, or I'm talking about real like soccer, what we would call soccer, basketball, several other sports you can coach to. Gordon says my girlfriend has just started teaching in Pattaya. They are definitely desperate for people right now. That everybody's desperate, man. That's for sure. But thanks for saying that, Gordon. Kind of reemphasizing my point. Cody says, not schools. I assume a newbie can walk into. I bet after getting your name out, just like anywhere else, the top jobs come to you one way or another. That's mostly true, Cody. Mostly true. But you still, at this point, schools are in like desperation mode almost. And you could probably just, it's like a football team in America. You would be a walk on, but you can definitely earn your spot for sure. Our experience says 5 people per table and 2 meters. Yep. Only half capacity. Yep. Cody says swimming and basketball seems to be the top sports there. Yeah. But what we call soccer, what they call football, is also another huge sport. Badminton, believe it or not, is a big sport over here. So I'm not sure how you guys feel about teaching badminton and that kind of thing. But if you got anything out of this live stream this morning, and you would like to hear more information on things in Thailand, please consider subscribing to the channel and or becoming a channel member. We will have the next live stream should be it'll probably be on the East Coast Friday night, and it'll be at the same time. I always have my live stream, which are usually between 8:30 a.m. over here or 9:15 a.m. over here. Definitely get you going. Dean says, "Woohoo! I'm number 32 watching." That's good, man. Yeah, we got a decent number today. I appreciate that very much. Travel TV says, "What about rugby? Do they play rugby?" I haven't seen rugby played over here. I'm not saying they don't. I just haven't seen it. Robert says, "Takraw is big there." I'm not sure what that is. Cody says, "For an extra $500 a month, I'll coach earmuff weaving." I love it. Stuck says, "Most 12-year-old Asians could teach us about badminton." That's true. That's very, 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 very true. We cannot even remotely put anything like that up on this channel. I did a live stream about that yesterday and left the information of where to see it. The information that Are Experience was put up is on the live stream that I did yesterday, and you can go to the Pattaya News.com and see it, or you can also see it on The Nation as well. But we can't be putting it up on the channel. Not C word. Roger says, "Thumbs up, I'm nuts." How many times do I have to say that? I love that. Yeah, if you enjoy the content, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Helps the algorithm. Robert says it's volleyball, but with feet. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah. Dean says thumbs up from Reading, Pennsylvania, USA. Reading, Pennsylvania, USA. Awesome, Dean. I've actually heard of that place before. Thank you for throwing up the PayPal link. Are you experienced? PayPal link is just a way to contribute to the channel for travel equipment accessories. I'm going to be getting out of the apartment this weekend at some point, and I don't know where I'm going. I may actually stay in Bangkok and go to a hotel to give you guys a hotel review, and also to give you a nightlife review if the nightlife stuff opens back up. So that'll be interesting for you, I would say. Yes, go get some DoMoreLife swag over at my Teespring store. Thanks again for throwing up the link there. Are you experienced? I appreciate it very, very much. And Cody says, I can still get into a horse stance and go. Crazy. But let's see. Dan in the Tropics says, what kind of additional content do you offer with the paid subscription? That is a great question. The additional content are updates that I don't put out to everybody else. I may provide short videos, 1 to 2 minute videos to explain things to the channel members that are in question about some things from time to time. But the most important part of being a $2.99 a month channel member is that you get the updates, you get behind the scenes photos. I do put some photos for my channel members that I don't put anywhere else. I also, you get a DoMoreLife.life email address. That's a benefit there. And then if there are certain parts of a video that I make, I will take that part out and put it in the members only section. So I'll make another video with it and put it as members only. So then only members only can watch it. But I haven't had anybody fall off yet that's joined the channel members, and I appreciate them. It's a decision you make, and you're more than welcome to come on in. They also get to vote on content. I forgot to tell you about that. So I usually put up 2 topics to vote on, and then I put other. So if I put 2 topics up and you want to vote on one of them, like, yeah, I want to hear about that, you can hit yes. And if not, then you can go to other and type a comment in the community tab for members, and I will look at that topic. If it makes sense, I'll put it on there. Stuck in Florida says, Ernest T, that comment got deleted for a couple reasons. Cody says, still need a clickbait girlfriend. I know, man. I'm trying. Stuck in Florida says, are you volunteering? That's funny. HNTLV, do you get good night's sleep? No, I don't. Cody says, Florida, laughing out loud. That's funny. But back to the original, the reason we made this video, guys, is for teachers. If you are looking at teaching coming into Thailand, I'm a decent source of information. 2 years experience, I can help you. It can certainly point you in the right direction as far as websites and that kind of thing goes. If you know anybody, yes, there are universities to teach at shoe rehab. Absolutely. Ball, what's up, man? Ball around the world. Cody nominated for. That's funny. Can you discuss what a potential salary would be? Yep, about 25 to 35,000 baht. Is going to be your starting salary, depending on the school that you go to and where it's at. So, if you come teach in Bangkok, generally the pay is going to be up a little bit higher than if you teach in a rural area. What credentials do you need? You need a bachelor's degree and a TEFL or TESOL. You need some kind of teaching certificate on top of that, and you can get those very cheap, and they're actually accredited. Cody says, that salary, are you experienced? The salary can also go up. All right, I just got a message. If you're trying to get a DoMoreLife.life email, you have to email me your information, and my email is in the about section of my channel page. So you email me your whatever you want your name to be at, and then it'll be at DoMoreLife.life. We use webmail, and it's secured. Cody, yeah, I don't think that will work too well with Cody. Our experience, the salary you can start at 45 at some places, depending on your experience and what kind of school it is. Private schools are always going to pay more than public. When I say always, I mean like 99.9% of the time. And a bachelor's degree and a teaching certificate of some kind is always a good thing. HNTLV. Cody says the top pay I've seen in Bangkok, followed by Rayong. Yeah, that could be possible. Dean says which subjects are needed to be taught there. Everything. If you're a math teacher, you can teach math here and teach it in English. Same thing goes with physics, astronomy, science, biology, all of that stuff, and of course English. Dan Trumpet says, "What TEFL course do you recommend?" I got mine through, I want to say, Full Sail University, if I'm not mistaken. It's got the little British accreditation symbol down in the bottom left-hand corner, or maybe it's right in the middle. I can't remember. But I got that, and it was not expensive, and it took me 3 days to get it, to do it, to go through the information. So it's pretty cool. Let's see. How do I apply? Kevin says, go to Google and type in, I want to teach in Thailand. They'll take you to wherever the job sites are and go from there. And just all you'll do is click apply for this job, turn in your CV, and follow up with them if you don't get anything. Our experience has no disrespect, but 30K is not quite enough to live on. No, it's not. I wouldn't take that disrespectfully. Most teachers that work here initially teach online as well, so they make up for some income that's not coming in. Either that or they get a part-time job teaching at a language center. Cody says, Jay, I've also seen many jobs available that offer a much higher pay if you can do science, math. Yeah, that's true. It doesn't require, most of them do not require Thai to be able to speak in Thai. Most of them do not require that at all. Let's see. Already experienced 5K rent, only 25K to eat for 30 days. You probably spend 1,000 a day to eat. Yep, I agree. Ball Around the World says teaching in the U.S. seems problematic because of parents. It seems like that would not be so much there. It's even more so here. The parents pretty much dictate. You got to keep the students happy. You have to keep the students happy. Shoe Rehab says, other than English, is speaking Thai required? Again, speaking Thai is not required I haven't seen speaking Thai required for any English teaching job of any sub brand like math, science, or whatever. I haven't seen that anywhere. Ernest T says, serious question now. I heard TEFL International Open Academy. Many schools don't accept anymore. According to Geo in the Philippines, you can get it on Groupon. That may be true. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't have that TEFL, so I couldn't tell you. Dean says, must you know how to speak their language in order to teach there? In most cases, no. Gordon says, my girlfriend is starting at 35K, will be 45K after 3 months. That's pretty good, teaching preschool at an international school. Yeah, that's where you make your money, at the international schools. Cody says, to be honest, I would love to do one class during day like PE, whether it be specific sports or basic, besides English. So the classes centered to all English. No. Well, yes, if you want to teach another course like math, science, or something like that, you're still going to be teaching it in English. Paul says, interesting. Thanks. You're very welcome, man. Our experience says, what's your food budget per day? I understand if you eat Thai street food, it would be much cheaper. I don't know what it is per day. I'm guessing it's around 150 baht, something like that, because I do eat street food during the day. Kevin says the K is that in US dollars. Do you need a certificate? The K is in baht. And you need a teaching certificate, like a TEFL or a TESOL. So, Travel TV, do you get food at the school? It depends on what school you work at. Like if you work at a government school, they have a cafeteria and people selling food. So yeah, you can get food there. Most private schools have a cafeteria and you can get food there, but there are some that do not have their own cafeteria. So that's just something to be aware of. Cody in Texas says, Jay, good chat, is explaining that making $1,500 a month in Thailand is about the equivalent to $3,500 in the U.S. No. Well, it would depend on where you lived in the U.S., really. It would depend on where you live, Cody. Because if you made, making $1,500 a month over here is doable. You can live on that, but you ideally want to make around 50. And when I say 50, I mean 50,000 baht a month. So you're like 2,000. I don't know. Well over 20. It's over 2,500 bucks a month. So no, excuse me, it's almost $2,000 a month. So that gets you into a good, healthy living lifestyle over here. Robert says you have to keep the parents happy if you want to stick around teaching. That's always going to be true, always. I'll end with this. If you ever wanted to teach in Thailand, now is the time to apply. Get on the internet, put in your CV, and let them work out your travel plans. That's the best way to do it. That is probably right now the only way to do it, because you certainly can't fly over here right now. But teachers are needed in Thailand. And yes, Kevin, that's not that much. That's why we love Thailand. Cost of living is very cheap or inexpensive. I shouldn't say cheap, because this country has a wonderful infrastructure. Mike says there you go. He lives his butt off at $2,500 a month. So and he does. I think that's great, fantastic. You can definitely do it. Travel TV says, what website should we search? Go to adjourn.com, go to jobsdb.th. I would Google, I want to teach in Thailand. That's what I would do, and it'll give you all the information you need. Gordon says, you're dropping some brass tacks information today. Good job, Jeremy. Thank you, Gordon. Appreciate it, man. That's what I try to do, bro. I try. It doesn't always work, but I try. If you know anybody that is interested in teaching in Thailand, share this video either on your social media feed or share it with them so they can get some information, because this is pretty important. Travel TV said, well, that just got retracted. But I appreciate that, Gordon, for sure. And yes, Mike, $2,500 a month is a very comfortable living over here. And thank you for coming on my live stream too, by the way. I really appreciate that. A guy that I really, really respect, and I really like Mike. Great guy. Our experience of doing some math. We're getting some chest bumps there. Cody says a joint. Best one you think? A joint. It's a jarn, like ADJARN. I believe that's how you spell it. Ball Around the World says, do you know of other industries where English speaking people are highly desired? Yes, but it's teaching. And that would be like you could teach corporate English. A lot of the corporate places and the factory workers, like down in Rayong, for example, they have a lot of factories. And if you can teach them English, you can make some serious cash. Serious cash. Good question, Ball. Good question. Let's see. John, yeah, that's it, Cody. But you'll get that. You'll get it if you just type, I want to teach in Thailand. All right, our experience. Thank you so much again for putting up the PayPal link, guys. If you ever want to contribute to the channel, if you enjoy the information, thought it was worth something, you can use the PayPal link to make a contribution, but you don't have to. It's definitely not a requirement to come on this channel. And it's not a requirement for me to give out information because that's what I've been doing forever. So what I try to do. So with all that being said, if you have any questions at all, leave them in the comment section of the video. And if there are enough questions, then perhaps I will make another video on this topic, and I'll be able to answer all your questions. So there is several. I might just do a whole how to become a teacher in Thailand. I already have a playlist that says that, but I think I might do a updated one since I have a lot more experience now than I did since I made the last one. So if you guys don't mind, hit the thumbs up button for me, the like button on your way out. I would greatly appreciate it. And with that being said, remember this channel is dedicated to travel, fun, photography, and education. And whatever you do today, please find a way to do more life. Thank you to all my moderators and everyone who participated in the chat today. I love you all. And thank you so very much for coming in and making this a good live stream. And I'll just say, are you experienced? To get a TEFL, it can take between 3 days and 3 months. It depends on which one you sign up for. It took me about 3 days. So thanks again, everyone, and I will see you on the next one.